Hey everybody, this is Josh from Geeky Techie Cool, and today we're going to be talking about the best budget headset for PS4 and why I chose the Turtle Beach PX24s over about 5 other headsets. Alright, so obviously I'm holding a box, and this box is the winning headset out of a probably 2.5, 3 week process I went through trying to find what I felt was the best budget headset for the PS4. Now, I had a few different requirements when I went to look for my headset. One was comfortability. I wanted something I could wear for long periods of time because as a dad and a gamer, I don't really get a lot of time to play in terms of little stints. So I usually have to commit to significant plans with people that I line out probably a week or two in advance saying, hey guys, I'm going to be online to game for this Saturday because the wife's taking the kids to XYZ thing that they're doing. So I need something I can wear for multiple hours at a time, and I need something that's going to be comfortable and that is going to really give me the sound quality that I need. So comfortability, sound quality. I wanted separate audio controls for game chat and game volume. So your game sound, your explosions, your sound effects, things like that. I wanted that separated from the chat audio. I wanted to be able to control those independently. Now the PS4 has a feature built into the PS4 that allows you to blend more non-party audio or party audio. You can do that through holding down the PlayStation button and going to party settings, and that'll adjust that slider for you. Now, in the end, you're not turning one down and turning the other up independently. You're either choosing one over the other in terms of predominant volume in your audio, which is a good feature to have already built into the console. I can't really complain about it. So I got hung up on that feature, and the fourth feature that I was interested in was mic monitoring, or what PlayStation calls side tone. Now, I wasn't so big on that, to be honest, until I experienced what the PX24s had to offer in terms of their mic monitoring built into their amplifier that goes along with this headset. So those are the features that I wanted. Let's get into which ones I ended up buying and why, and what led me down the road to buy this one. Okay, so to start with, I first purchased the Kingston HyperX Cloud Core. Now, if you've heard of the HyperX Cloud series headsets, they're a phenomenal headset. They are amazingly comfortable. They have phenomenal sound quality, and for the most part, a pretty decent mic. Now, the downside to the Cloud Core is that it is a headset that only comes with the bare minimum equipment to get it functioning. That's why it's called the Core. However, my local GameStop had it on sale for $54.98 just after Christmas. I figured, hey, for $54, I'll give it a shot and see how it goes. I was already a little nervous about the fact that it had the leatherette ear pads, because I knew from experience that those end up getting kind of sweaty for me personally over time. And so I was kind of concerned about that. But nonetheless, I figured for that price, I'll try them out. If they don't work out, no big deal. So I tried those out. In all honesty, they were a phenomenal headset. They were really great in terms of sound quality. They had fantastic bass response, really good clarity on the mids and highs, and the mic overall was a very good quality microphone that I really had no complaints from anybody that I talked to in my parties, and I spent a few days testing that headset out. The one complaint I had about it, though, was that it just was so low on features. It literally is a headset with your removable mic, a cord that goes into your PlayStation, or a cord that goes into your computer. There is nothing else to it because of it being the core and because of it being the bottom end of that spectrum. However, I will say the quality of the headset, the quality of the components, the quality of the manufacturing was second to none. It was the nicest headset that I tried, and it was also the cheapest. So there you go. The second headset that I ended up trying was the PX24s. Now, I ended up taking the HyperX Cloud Core back because I wanted to get something with some more features. I walked into the store and asked the guy, hey, I'm looking for adjustable volume for the game and chat audio. I wouldn't mind a couple other features. Mic monitoring would be pretty cool because we have a newborn, and I have to maintain my volume if I'm gaming late at night, so something that can fire back into my ears telling me how I'm talking, communicating would be great. So in the end, I bought these. Took them home, and I was still stuck on that feature of needing that separate game audio and separate chat audio, and in the end, the PX24s do not do that. They will give you adjustment for surround sound, virtual surround sound. They'll give you adjustment for master volume for game audio. They'll give you adjustment for the bass boost that is supplied by the amplifier, and they'll also give you adjustment for your mic monitoring volume, so you can turn yourself up and down inside your headphones. However, no adjustment for the separate piece. So I had them for a couple days, was really impressed with the sound quality. Again, these have 50mm drivers, the HyperX had 53mm drivers, so that was my comparison at the time. They were on par, they sounded just as good, and the mic, again, perfectly usable for game chat for PS4. We're not talking about, doing some audiophile grade recording here. We're just talking about being able to hear each other in a chat volume level, being able to communicate in game. Both did that just fine. So I ended up taking back the PX24s because it didn't have that separate game and chat audio control. And I talked with some other friends who have the PlayStation Gold wireless headset, and they recommended, hey, that has that feature, you should pick that up, it's a great headset. So in the end, I took those back, and those are the ones I picked up. So now I have spent 2 different headsets over a week and a half, finally have a set of wireless headset that I haven't had before. This is my first foray into gaming headsets. So now I have a wireless set, and it's the PlayStation Golds. I've heard great things about them. I'm giving them a try, and guess what? No separate game and chat audio controls. They also have a blend feature built into the software on the headset that does the same thing that the PlayStation console does, which is adjust the blend between game chat and between your party chat and game audio. So you can adjust that blend in your PlayStation, you can adjust that blend on the headset, but then you can also control master volume, but you cannot control the volume independently. I will say the PlayStation Golds, if you're looking for just a good basic wireless headset, I take that back. If you're looking for just a good wireless headset for the PlayStation 4, because it does have some pretty advanced features, it is a phenomenal piece of equipment. It's great, and you can get it right now on Amazon for about 69 or 79 bucks. That's a pretty damn good deal for a wireless headset that does virtual surround and is very comfortable, and it is supported by the PlayStation in every facet. I will give 2 caveats to that. One, their side tone or mic monitoring feature is a load of shit. It doesn't work. It is complete BS. It does not have any kind of recognizable volume when you're in a party talking with other people. Second caveat would be how it's designed and how they fit on your head. They have the cushions designed a specific way so that they have more material in the back versus the front, so that they sit kind of flush on your ears, so that they create a better kind of soundstage and also a more comfortable headset. I will say they work really well in that fashion. However, in the end, I would notice that the headset's foam and internal foam that's kind of separated or padded the internal speakers away from your ears in case you did touch them, it was a little hard and rigid. And I think for some people that might be uncomfortable. So, after buying the PlayStation Golds, I ended up returning those to my local GameStop and went through a bit of a battle with the local manager there, who was all up in arms about why I was returning so many and testing different things out, even though every single headset came back in the packaging like it was brand new. That's a different story for a different day. I ended up returning those, and I took my money and went on Amazon, and I bought a set of Turtle Beach's 500p, Stealth 500p wireless headset. Now, again, this is a phenomenal headset in terms of review and feature set. It's the Dolby Digital DTS encoding. It has 7.1 virtual surround sound. It has adjustable bass boost. It does have adjustable game and chat audio controls. It has different EQ presets. It has Turtle Beach's Inhuman sound feature that boosts a bunch of different EQ settings inside of the headset, and to me sounds just like a muffled load of crap. I personally just enjoy a good stereo sound. I can still hear directionally what's going on without all that funky, weird stuff going on. So, nonetheless, I chose those, bought them on Amazon. I think I paid about $75 and got them sent to the house, put them on, and immediately the first thing I can tell you is this. Those frickin' headsets from the Turtle Beach line in that series clamp your head like a shop clamp. I'm not exaggerating. It's been something that's been on forums and different people complaining about it. I chalked it up to just, different people, different strokes. I bought a set. I can confirm. I don't have a very big head. Like I'm thinking like a 7.5 fitted hat size. It's not huge. It's not small. I have a pretty, average size, mediocre head. And these things clamp really hard. I didn't think anything of it in the beginning because the pads are pretty soft. They're a kind of mesh leather material. They've got pinholes in them to allow airflow so they don't sweat as much. They were comfortable, but I just noticed that they were tight on my head. They were really tight. So I said, no big deal. I'll try them out. It is what it is. 2 days into owning those, I had to take them back. I had to return them to Amazon. And my biggest complaint was the comfortability of the headset for more than about an hour or two at a time. I could not wear that headset for more than about an hour without starting to feel a headache. And if you've ever had a pressure headache, something that starts in your neck and goes into the front of your head, these had that same kind of feeling. They clamped right at the top above your ears in a very uncomfortable way, and that clamping force went all the way around your ear down to about the bottom. This is kind of where it stopped clamping, is about that earlobe area. But everywhere in that half moon circle around where your cranium is, it just cramps down on it pretty hard. In the end, it just wasn't comfortable for gaming. It wasn't comfortable to use. And I will have to also say that the biggest complaint I had while I was wearing those for a couple days gaming with some buddies of mine is the mic was very inconsistent. I'd game with one friend, hey, I can hear you perfectly, awesome, great, no problem. Mic about the same distance from my face. Game with a group of guys, and all of a sudden now I can't be heard by most of them. Maybe one of them can hear me well. And, you know, game the next day, and I'm having a similar issue where I go throughout the day and have different variances of instance with different people hearing my microphone and my volume. So in the end, I ended up returning those back to Amazon, and I went with the headset that fit everything I needed except for one feature, which was the independent game chat and game volume knobs. And in the end, that was the PX24. And I'll tell you why I chose that headset over all of the others in the next part of this video. So why did I choose a wired sub 100 headset, sub $100 headset, over seemingly better quality units? And I'm going to tell you three big reasons why. One is the microphone itself. It's very consistent from what I've seen, and it is very good at picking up your voice and cutting out a lot of the other BS stuff that you have to worry about, like your nose breathing into the microphone, your lips smacking, causing some feedback, things like that. Good quality microphone from what I can tell, and good consistency, which is important to me because it's something I use quite often. Second feature is going to be the comfortability of the headset. The headset itself, in terms of the ear pods, do swivel, so that you get some adjustability in terms of where you place your headband, so that's kind of nice. And then the actual cushions themselves aren't any kind of super awesome, memory foam, microfiber, dilly jolly. I mean, they're just a pretty basic pad, but they are comfortable enough for good long game periods because the headset itself does not clamp your head very hard. Headband, again, average, comfortable, nothing to write home about, but also nothing to complain about. It just does the job. And then the third biggest feature for me is the actual included amplifier, which you can see on the box. I have the headset here. It's in my office with my PlayStation, and I'm not going to go grab all that just to tell you something you can look up online pretty easy. So anyway, the amplifier that comes with it has a selectable knob, and that knob selects between your master volume, your voice talkback volume, your surround sound, or 7.1 virtual, or Turtle Beach, superhuman hearing. It's all pretty much the same thing. It focuses that volume and then bass boost, all in that little amplifier. The amplifier comes with a micro USB cable that plugs into your PS4 that charges the amplifier. The amplifier has a power switch, the master or the volume knob on the side, and then it has a setting for mobile audio, PC, or PS4. It plugs right into your PlayStation 4 controller. It can work passively without the amplifier. You can just use it as a headset, or you can plug the amplifier in and get some of those other features. So it's a nice thing for me that if I forget to charge that amplifier, which I typically don't, in the end I can still use the headset if something were to go wrong. So I chose that one. And I'm not gonna lie, I really, really like it. For under $100, it is probably the best headset you can buy. And I'm going to say it's the best headset you can buy because it's the best blend of features and actual usability. You're getting a good headset for an affordable price, and you're getting all of the features you really need as a gamer. You don't want to be shouting too loud so you're pissing off your neighbors or your roommates or your college dorm mates or whatever. So voice monitoring is pretty important. You want something comfortable that's going to be able to be worn for long sessions, because even if you do only get a couple hours at a time, sooner or later you're going to have that marathon session that you wish you could use your headset if it wasn't such a pain in the ass. So that's pretty important too. And the third feature, honestly, for me, it comes down to price. As you all know, I'm a full-time dad, and I'm also a full-time web dev junior IT guy. And even though I do make an acceptable salary, I'm not rolling in dough. So I need something that I can pick up that's going to be justifiable in terms of cost. And for me, under $100 is justifiable, especially with this being on sale on Amazon. I think you can pick it up for like $69. So not a huge chunk of change, very reasonable, and in the end, you get a phenomenal piece of equipment. So if you want to know what the best headset is under $100 from someone who's tested multiple in a short time frame to actually be able to compare them all, I'm going to go with Turtle Beach's PX24s. This is not a sponsored video. I paid for these out of my own pocket, and I love them to death. I'll be using them from here on out until something happens. So I hope they don't break. Knock on, whatever's nearby. Thanks for checking out the video, folks. I really appreciate all the support. If you like what you see, if you like my opinion, if you like what I look like on camera, because I know it's hard to resist, please subscribe, please share, and send me a message if you guys want me to do something specific, and I'll do what I can. Appreciate it, guys. Thanks for stopping in. Bye.